Hey, March 13th, 2021, and it's a sunny day here in the DC area. I'm sad to have to go to work. So, I want to talk about really opening up your own DNA to your own I am presence, to your I am God source from within your DNA, and asking that all that I am, be awakened to you in this moment and come together and show you who you are. And wait for it to open up. So you may get flashbacks, you may get ideas, you may get co-creations with other people, you may come across something that's like, ooh, that excited me. So go on the resonance of the feelings that come up. Don't try to dwell analytically on what's coming up. So the key here is to just bring up all that I am and ever was into this moment, because all that you will be based on that. So, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. And you gotta stop and just make a commitment that you're going to be all that you can be and all that you ever were, be brought forth into this moment to bring forth and become all that you want to be moving forward. Okay, that may sound like a mouthful, but if you really think about it and put it into your own words, it makes total sense. We are too busy collecting so much data of everybody else's opinions and predictions. And you're getting intel from people who are saying they're getting intel. We don't know where they're getting their intel. It is riding and dates are changing and we have no idea really truly what the currency is going to be. And we have no idea what's going to happen with governments. We know what intentions people might like, and that's going to take a collaboration and co-creation of individuals who have wakened up to who they truly are and what they can truly be. And that's beautiful. But right now, in this now moment, to move through your day, understanding what is my constitution? What type of person am I? What's my basic reactions to the world? And ask that DNA awakening of that inner God source, that beautiful divine spirit of the creator of all that is in your cellular memory. And be more authentically that person. And it may create some change because habits have a tendency to rule us as opposed to us ruling the habit. And some of these habits just need to be reprogrammed. So, past life regression is great with that. Hypnosis and regression work is fantastic to go in there and find out who you really truly are by asking the questions that you want answers to, and it being asked to you by someone who is skilled and trusted that can keep you in that relaxed state to receive those answers. And I'm pretty good at it. And I also receive a lot of that work, which has really helped me grow into my own. And I'm still learning every day because the environments change, things change, and we have to step up to the authenticness in our constitution of who we are as an individual before we can join the collective. Because we can't worry about the quantum banking. We can't worry about what the military is doing. We can't worry about who's the true prez. We can't worry about, what's going to happen in this country and that country. That doesn't help us in this now moment because we're looking outside of ourselves as victims, enslavement. We're accustomed to looking outside of ourselves for someone else to come up on a white horse and rescue us And that is not what these awakening times are about. These awakening times are about opening up your DNA memory of your God source self, of all that I am and all that I was, and to bring it into this now moment and to move forward from here and decide the multitude of destinations you'd like to get to in this lifetime. Don't project out too far because you'll lose sight of your creation. But it does take due diligence, and it does take action, and it does take quiet time. It does take playtime. Make this all about a play, a theater that you're creating for your life. And stay away from all these interviews with people that we could really honestly care less about. Okay? Stay away from all the people who claim they have all this intel. Stay away from these people who claim they've got all the information. And focus more on people that want to help you self-empower. Because that's really what it's all about, is to have your heart center so charged up and so empowered that you're A-okay with everything about yourself if you were alone in the universe. Really, truly. That you feel totally complete being with yourself and your thoughts and your creations. But that's really not what we're here for, is to be alone. But we do need to separate ourselves from the opinions and assumptions and the predictions and the victimism and the enslavement. And those are old paradigm and old habits. And they can only be rearranged if you allow it. So you notice how I'm not using the word break a habit and all that stuff, because your mind immediately doesn't want to break something. Your mind doesn't want to lose something. The ego wants to immediately hold on to it for safety reasons. So slenderize your list and recreate new words that vibrate through your body with a little more of a higher frequency, and you can feel it. And tune into that. And if you're around people and your daily habits and you notice, wow, this is just not serving me. This is like Groundhog Day. I need to just remove myself physically, mentally, emotionally from whatever it is that's not serving me. So that's what's called going within. It's also called, coming into your own, when you're A-okay with your decisions and your choices. But let them be your decisions and your choices. So when you really want spirit, to your higher self, to answer you, just go with what comes up first. Write it down. Say, okay, well, that's what came up first. Because we as humans self-doubt constantly. We're our worst critic. We're the only species that overrides danger. Okay? Now, let's not get into the blame game about, centuries and thousands of years being under the dark agenda and all that stuff. Okay, fine. You don't need to get into the ins and outs of it. Just understand that is true. And, okay, how do you now stand up and be the best human living a spiritual life, and a spiritual life being as a human? How do I do that and be successful? And that really ultimately comes down to the now moment and the day. How do you be the best? So don't put it off to tomorrow, like, oh, when this happens, I'm going to become this way. Oh, after this vacation, I'm going to come back and this is what I'm going to do. Because we're creatures of habit. So make it little hills. Just little hills you do during the day. Because each day that you do a little hill, your hill gets a little higher mounted. You could get to the next hill, and it becomes a little more higher mounted. And then over time, it doesn't have to be long periods of time. It just over time, you realize, whoa, I'm recognizing how far I've come, recognizing how I've redesigned myself moving forward to be the best that I can possibly be in this God source self that is me, myself, and I. All right. So I really do hope that that helps, because we have to choose our destinies. There isn't just one destiny. There isn't just one purpose in life. You know, start with just waking the hell up. Start with, in this moment, I'm asking my DNA God source cells to bring forth all that I am and to guide me. And then go about your day and keep tuning into that. And let whatever comes up, come up. Because the answers come in different ways. All right? So if you're interested in a session of any kind, please email me. I'm happy to talk to you about it. In the meantime, much light and love to each and every one of you. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next video.